Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike. Konnichiwa. It's going to be a different episode. I'm going to talk about one of my new favorite artists. A lot of y'all are, a lot of y'all know her. As y'all know, I'm very bad with names, so the fact that I remember her name is kind of like a mainstay. I'm going to talk about Peach Momoko. One of y'all out there actually knows why I'm doing this video. But I was kind of wanting to do this video anyways because I wanted to do a review on her comic, and I haven't seen a lot of people talk about her comic. Now, Peach Momoko came out in 2019 in Marvel's Stormbreakers. She was one of their upcoming artists that they were trying to promote, and man, she just blew up. I've seen her art everywhere. I mean, you just type in Peach Momoko covers, and you'll just see just, you know, beauty and breathtaking art, and I mean there's not enough words to describe her art in my eyes. There's something about her art I love. I mean, it looks like she does penciling, and then she goes back and she does like this watercolor charcoal, you know, coloring process to it, and it's very beautiful and pretty. It honestly reminds me like of a very you know, Japanese-esque theme, I would say. You know, if you would have told, I mean, you could have told me, you know, I didn't know anything about this person, so honestly, up until last night, I wasn't aware. I knew she was a woman. I was guessing, but I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know her age, but I want to say she's in her 20s. She is from Japan, and predominantly she has been a Marvel like artist, but she's everywhere. DC, Indies, and Boom, you know, AWA. I mean, Scout Comics. I think she's dabbled a little bit everywhere, and she's one of those artists where everybody's trying to, you know, pick her up for exclusives and stuff like that, and for good merit. I mean, she does amazing art. I'm going to show off a couple of the pieces that I have. I have a lot, and because I do pick up everything that I see at Peach Momoko, and if she's like, but I don't just go out and buy, you know, covers all the time, especially lately with my pickups. So it's usually with, you know, if she falls within a title that I'm already buying, I go for her variant or whatever. But this is the first Peach Momoko that I actually came across and bought and went after. This was the cover I wanted at all the Alien first printing #1s. And I love that. I mean, it doesn't, to me, that's some Alien art right there. I mean, her use of purple and the gray and the blacks. I mean, there's so much detail. There's so much going on. I mean, it was just amazing. Another Marvel, and this was a cover buy. I mean, I had seen this featured on somebody's channel. I was like, man, I gotta get that. I'm not reading the Avengers. I don't care to. I didn't read this issue. I just wanted this cover. I love She-Hulk, and man, I just thought it was beautiful. Like the hibiscus. The hibiscus is one of my favorite flowers. So it was just like, yeah, you know. I mean, a DC cover that she's done, a Rochart. I mean, I would say this is more of her realistic art, you know, but I mean, still, it's just, you know, it just looks like a splash on the wall, you know. It's amazing. So she does a lot of covers, and then I want to say it came out the beginning of 2021. I don't remember. I know it's been at least 2 months since this came out, but this was her first. You know, it was her first comic, and this is Peach Momoko #1, Demon Days, X-Men Demon Days, or Demon Days X-Men. And this was the first time she did not only the cover, but all the art inside. And she did the story as well. She did all the writing and the art. And y'all know I'm not big on Marvel lately. I ran after this, and I was so glad I got it. I actually picked up like the second print and the third print. I love this story. What this is, and it was perfect for me because I was so out of touch with Marvel. I mean, it's one of the reasons I haven't picked up X-Men, because I don't know about the Krakoa thing and the vampires. I mean, the last time I read X-Men, they were at the all-new X-Men, like right at the beginning. So this was just fresh and exactly what I wanted, because what she did is she took X-Men characters and she put them in like a Japanese mythical fairy tale type setting, because this story is all about this mountain, Kirasaka Mountain, and it goes in and it tells you a little story about how humans and you know, the demons, and they're called Oni, so they're more like our giants, not really demons. That demons in Japanese, it's a word that's used to describe a lot of different entities. You know, in America specifically, and especially if you're any kind of Christian-based religion belief, you know, demon means kind of one thing. In Japanese, it doesn't have the same meaning. It means a lot of different things. You know, there's a lot of different creatures with the demon pluralization. It could be a ghost. It could be, you know, a trickster. It's not in their culture. It's not really necessarily a you know, the bad way that we see it. But it really, this story focuses on this mountain, and it tells you about how humans and Oni used to be, you know, one, and then we got, you know, advanced, and we started, like, you know, taking parts of the mountain and their trees. But it follows this little young girl, and an Oni is coming into their village, and they show a little bit right here. But she's coming into our village, and the Oni is stealing, like, their food and stuff like that. And it doesn't show that the Oni is, like, you know, being dangerous towards the village or anything. It's just stealing and stuff. So the little girl sets out to, like, you know, take care of the Oni, and kind of help protect her village, that kind of thing. She's out to kill the Oni. And she ends up running into this version of Psylocke, and I will say I love Psylocke, or Betty Brant, or whatever she's called. I know her as Psylocke. She was one of my favorite X-Men. That was kind of the appeal of this comic, was she was kind of like featured as one of the main characters. But she's not the only Marvel character, because like right here, and you'll see some Peach Momoko goodness, but Venom's in this comic. He's also on the first cover, on the cover. But it's like a venomized snake, I would say. It's a big, you know, it's a big gigantic snake, and it's taken. Basically, it's in the temple, and now the mission has merged where they're trying to take out the, you know, the venomized snake. And so she goes through, they have to go talk to this, like, wizard, and she's gotten the help of Psylocke now. Psylocke has traded, like, you know, her sword for a bed so she can sleep for the night. But basically, Psylocke plays like a wandering bounty hunter. They do run into the Oni in the forest, and at first it is a fight, and Psylocke is trying to talk to the Oni. The Oni is he's called like Hokomaru, but it's the Red Hulk. But basically, you know, after talking, they all kind of join forces, and they go after this venomized snake. I don't remember what, you know, he's got some kind of demon name. But they do go through the wolf, Psylocke, the little girl, and the Hokomaru. And there's a big epic battle where they do fight the venomized demon snake at the end. And basically, in a nutshell, that's it. You know, that's the first story. It's this one's set up as a complete kind of contained story, but at the end it does kind of lead you to the next one, because as I was told, it's kind of gonna be like, I guess, an anthology series where it's like it has the same setting but different timelines or different stories. But at the end it does set up like where the next one's going, and it does show like in the real world, and it's got like a Black Widow that shows up, and I know Black Widow's in the next issue, which is coming out this week for y'all, via those who would like to pick it up. It's got all these like facts and stuff, like, you know, that she put in, like Jushi and Akioni, the Red Oni, or the Oriichi. That's what he was, Oriichi, and it's basically the Great Snake. You know, Oriichi could be like the Great Snake Demon. This is the cover to the next issue that is releasing this Wednesday. And I mean, if you don't just like that cover alone, just pick it up for the cover, man. The comic is phenomenal. It is a great read if you're into independent reads. This is like the perfect Marvel title, because it doesn't really focus, it's not really in the main Marvel stay, it's more like a Marvel fairy tale. I mean, it was so wonderful to read. It's honestly like a really riveting read. I mean, I can't talk about her enough. If y'all, I know the comic book family does, but you know, maybe for those of y'all who are not into comic books, you know, on an art sense, Peach Momoko is killing it, and she's gonna be big. I mean, she's just getting bigger and bigger. But I just wanted to showcase, you know, my love for this artist and this comic. I do plan to pick this up on Wednesday. It's on my list. Maybe something y'all didn't know. They do have second and third prints of that, and every cover has a different, a different illustration. But that's my video. I got pickups and other videos coming. Maybe an upgrade that I haven't mentioned yet. But I will like to say this: my giveaway ends tomorrow. So if y'all have not commented by tomorrow night, that's when on June 15th. That's when. The last of the entry, and right now I'm only doing comments. It's not likes, it's not subs. I'm only looking at comments, and I think right now I only have 21 different names that apply to comics. Now I'm gonna go comments. I'm gonna go through on the 15th and make sure but please, if you haven't already, comment to be entered in the giveaway. I will do the giveaway on June 17th. I'll let the comments kind of build up, register or whatever, because I seem to get comments like days later after y'all post them. But I'd like to say thank you to everybody that is watching me, that has continued to watching me, that stopped in for a brief second. Hey, thank you for that. I'm hoping I'm entertaining. I got some more stuff on the way. Hit that like, subscribe, definitely hit the bell. I got videos on videos on videos. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all very much. Check out Momoko. An amazing artist if y'all haven't already. And that's it. Thank y'all.